So what we're going to do now is we're going to go from this, where you've got your basic head shape, and we're going to build up the body, and we're going to kind of do it in a 2D way. So we're going to build up the back a bit and the front a bit, the chest a bit, but we're not building up the width, look. So that's the thing, not building up the width. And not building up his bum into a huge lump either, because that's another favourite thing that people do. I just want you to check the position of his eyes, okay? Hares have quite big eyes and they are looking down their noses, okay? And their eyelids are running parallel-ish to their jawline. Okay, that one actually is a little bit high. I might actually bring that one down just a little bit. Okay, so bring that eyelid down. Okay, so we don't want the eyelids pointing up like this, down like that. You know, just look at the position. They're almost parallel to the ground. So that's kind of where we want to be with that. So that's our spot check for how we're progressing. Can't find that little bit of fluff stuck in there. And what we're going to do now is we're going to build that chest up. So what I want you to do, I'm just going to tilt you down a bit. Okay, so you can see this a bit better. So you're going to get your brown fluff. This is darker just because I started off with some darker wool. I did think that I might make him darker, but as time's gone on, I decided not to bother. Okay, so there we go. What I want you to do, hold a little bit and add a little bit more. And then I'm going to add a tiny little bit on top. Okay. And then, having put it on like that, I'm going to stab it down here at the end. This locks the fibres down. And then, because it's locked down and I've gone up and down, look, I haven't gone sideways or obliquely or any other direction, just up and down, just to lock those fibres down. And then I'm going to hold that there and I'm going to work methodically towards it. So I've got a little bit of wool here and I've probably got 3 layers in the middle there, which is where I want to build it up. But we're just knocking the air out of it to begin with, and then our battle is half won. All we've got to do then is drag the fibres down from the top to the bottom to lock them in the sculpture underneath, and there we have half an hour's work compressed into a few seconds. Okay, so I don't want it to get too thick up here, so I'm going to pull that a bit out. So I don't want his neck getting thicker. So I've done his chest a little bit, and the trick with this is to work incrementally. So you do a bit at a time, a bit at a time. So I'm going to turn him over like that. Their shoulders start, and their backs start to come out from about there and round. But again, don't curl him round like that. It's a very, very great temptation. So don't do it. Okay, so what we're going to do next is, that's the highest part of his back. I'm going to put most of the wool on there, like that. And then I'm going to add some down his side. Not that little bit, but only a little bit down his side, only a little bit. So I don't want the sides building out, because we've got to add the legs yet, and it's the legs that are going to give the definition to the bottom, not this bit of doing the back. Okay, so we've locked those fibres down again. And then methodically, none of this random stabbage rubbish. keeping it smooth. It also then gets your arm going, it's a muscle memory thing, so it gets you used to going in to a certain depth and no further. Something that people often find really difficult. The other thing is to remember and to notice that I work with my elbow into the side of me and I only use my wrist. I don't do that. I do that. This is why your working position is pretty important. Okay, we're nearly there. I've come down this side a little bit too far. But there's not that many layers, there's only sort of 2, 3, so it really won't make that much difference. In fact, on this bit there's only 1. Okay. Bored with that game? Let's play another. So we're getting there, aren't we? You can see it's building up. It needs a bit more. So my voice is going a bit croaky. So you can see he's changed. Oh, he's upside down. He's changed. And he's getting there with his back and his chest. Getting more hair shape now. Okay, so I will be back next time with the legs.